Welcome to the office.
Hi, Marie.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm good. What about you?
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Okay, so Marie, you're coming from where?
From Prague, Czech Republic.
You're coming from Czech Republic.
Yeah.
Why are you coming all the way from Czech Republic
Because
to
I-
Los Angeles, California?
To see you.
For what?
Because I have terrible headaches and backaches. But my headaches are way worse.
How old are you, if you don't mind me asking?
15.
Okay, 15. When did your headaches start?
I had a head injury when I was 6 years old, around June, July.
What kind of head
2000.
injury?
I fell from
Are you
about-
comfortable sitting right
Yeah,
now?
I'm comfortable.
Okay, if you want to lean back and
No,
it's
I'm
more-
comfortable like
okay,
this.
just
I
want to
fell
make sure.
from 2 meters
Okay.
onto what?
So for
onto
those
the
2
wooden
meters
floor.
is about 6 feet, right? 2 meters. 1 meter is about 3 feet, so about 6. You fell 6 feet.
I guess, yeah. On
Doing
my
what?
head. I was gymnastics. It was like 2016, something like that.
Okay.
And I fell on my head, like, I fell like that, like on my head.
2016. So you were how old?
6 years old.
6 years old.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's in first grade, I remember.
You fell directly on your head.
Yeah, directly, like,
On the
here.
mats.
Yeah. No, on the wooden floor. I hit my head on the
Okay.
wooden floor.
Okay.
Yeah.
How were you feeling after that, or when did the headache start?
And the headache started around when I was, around that time, I would say, when I was 6.
6.
Yeah. And they've gone, like, progressively worse.
Okay. Then what else?
I fell on my like tailbone a few times when I was younger. Like I hit
Gymnastics.
it. Could be. I don't really
Okay.
remember. Like it was usually on like wood or concrete when I was like skateboarding with my friends when I was little, something
Okay.
like that. Yeah. So I had a couple tailbone injuries.
That makes sense now. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I just have like backaches like right here on my around my like neck area.
Neck into the shoulder.
Neck into the shoulders. Yeah, I got that treated by my chiropractor like back in Prague.
Okay.
And it didn't really help. He just like checked it out, like, yeah.
And
He
then
just
what
like checked
happened?
it out.
Did
And
you have X-rays taken of your spine before?
I did. I had one.
Okay.
One.
And
We have it with us, I think.
okay, it would be interesting if you
Yeah.
you want to email it to me so I can put it in your system and we can go over it. What else?
Well, besides my headaches, I have like backaches. Sometimes it hurts like down here. Sometimes I just wake up and one side, like next to my spine, it just hurts.
Left side.
Left side.
Okay.
Sometimes right, but it's just like one side of my spine hurts. Or like the muscles around it.
Okay.
And yeah, that's about it, I guess.
Okay. And there's something else going on with your spine too, though.
Like scoliosis, yeah.
So you were told you have scoliosis
Yeah.
as well, right?
hmm
And you discovered this when?
About a year and a half ago, something like that.
Okay.
I was at my like, I don't know how to say it, like my back doctor. He was just like checking me out, and he said that I have like a slight
In
curve.
school, or specifically you go to the back
Yeah.
doctor?
Yeah, like specifically. Yeah.
Okay.
yeah.
Right.
So he was like checking my back out, and he said that I have like a small curve. He just saw it there, and then we were just like doing some exercises. He gave me some exercises to do at home,
Okay.
and then he said it might have gotten worse or something. So he X-rayed me, and that's how we found out.
Understood. Now, do you remember in school, I don't know if they do it in Prague, but like in elementary school, they do the scoliosis check where they make you bend forward. Did you ever notice any curvature?
Well, my back doctor did that. We don't have that in schools. Like,
Okay.
in Prague.
Did you ever, Mom, did you notice when she was, 4, 5, 6 years old? You didn't notice. Okay. All right. No worries. Okay. All right. So a year and a half ago, you discovered the scoliosis.
Yeah, about
Okay.
that time.
And we've had a few injuries in terms of tailbone and
Mhm.
more severe in the head, right?
Yeah.
Okay, no problem. All right. So what are you here for? What am I going to do for you? What'd you come for?
My scoliosis and my headaches.
Meaning what? I'm going to fix your scoliosis
I mean, I'm hoping you will.
and I'm going to fix your headaches.
Yeah, I'm
All
hoping
right.
you will.
Okay. So the first thing is we need to get some answers, and we need to evaluate first your spine.
Yeah.
We need to evaluate the x-ray and see, is this a structural or functional scoliosis?
Yeah.
You may have watched some of my videos
Mhm.
talking about it. And if it's structural, then I don't know, it's a correction issue, it's more of a management issue.
Yeah.
If the bones have changed shape.
Mhm.
And in some of my previous videos, we show where the bones have actually already changed shape, and that person is not,
Mhm.
we're not fixing that, we're not straightening out that spine
Yeah.
in that case.
Yeah.
So let's evaluate yours, let's look at yours, and with yours we did something a little bit different. So we have
Yeah.
4 AP scoliosis x-rays. The one was just taking the regular
Yeah.
x-ray. The second one, because she was given a back brace. And so we had her put her back brace on, and we took it with that as well. But then I decided to do something else based on those first x-rays,
Yeah.
and we saw a short leg. And so the short leg, we decided to put a heel lift in and x-ray to see if it changes anything.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So let's evaluate it and see, okay?
Yeah. Also, one more thing. I got like, the doctor that I go to, he told me that one leg is like shorter.
That's
So,
what I'm talking
yeah,
about, correct?
Yeah. Yeah. So he told me that as well.
Okay.
I'm just.
And
letting you know.
that's exactly why we put the lift in.
Mhm.
That's why I did that. So
Yeah.
the left leg is a little bit lower,
Mhm.
not shorter.
Yeah.
It's lower.
Lower. Yeah.
Okay.
Understood.
And so by putting the lift in, I want to see what it does to the mechanics of the pelvis.
Yeah.
You
Okay.
ready to get started?
Yeah.
All right. Is there anything else I need to know?
I don't think so. I'm not like.
What about
maybe
the
some.
digestion?
Yeah. Maybe some like. Just a bit of like digestion. Like I have sometimes I'm a little bit like constipated and stuff like that.
Okay.
So my mom said that it could be related to the back. So just to let you know.
Okay.
And the reflux.
And like I have reflux, acid reflux as
Well,
well.
then it's definitely related because you're too young to have low stomach acid causing reflux. And are you taking any medication?
I have, but not right now.
You're not on any
No.
medication right now? Okay. All right. Anything else?
I don't think so. I think that's it.
Okay, let's get started. Let's go over your x-rays. This is going to be fun, guys. No, jokes aside, okay? When I took the x-rays and I didn't know about those injuries prior,
Yeah.
it makes a lot of sense now. And remember I said there were some injuries, something happened. So it does make a lot of sense in terms of what's going on here. So this is the first time that someone had asked me about adjusting with a brace. And this is going to be one of our first cases where we actually have the brace here getting adjusted, and we have potential heel lift changes that we may be implementing. So let's go over your x-rays. This is you, okay, Marie?
Yeah.
This is a picture in time, tells us how you've evolved from birth. We have 24 bones in the spine that move, 23 discs in between. I want you to think of this as your 24-story building. This is the foundation of your 24-story building, okay? This is your side profile. And in your side profile, we're looking at a few things. We're looking at disc, we're looking at curve, and we're looking at posture. And the first thing we want to go over is the overall posture, okay? And we already know from the overall posture, looking at it, that your neck, the lower part of your neck, sits slightly behind your foundation, and then you have what's called a reverse curve in the neck. And what's interesting in your case here, and we'll go into more detail later, is there is ligament laxity right now. So
What does that mean?
meaning if we look at the back of the bones here, right, and we draw a line, we say there's a disruption. It's the clinical term is there's a disruption in what's called George's line. But for you, I want you to know, if we draw a line, the back of the body should all connect.
Yeah.
And you can see that it doesn't, right? You can
Yeah.
see here, right? Let's do it this way. So if we look at the back of this one here, you see how there's a disconnect. That's ligament laxity, and what that tells, we don't need to be touching those. 2, 3, 4, 5, we don't need to be touching because there's already ligament laxity. And if you have ligament laxity and you were on your back getting twisted with your neck, that doesn't help the situation either. okay?
Yeah, okay.
So we don't need, no one should be touching her here,
I see.
okay?
Okay.
All right? All right, now let's go down and see where this stuff started.
Well, that
And-
was terrible.
Well, we have, I'm just going to darken it up a little bit here. And what you can see now that I changed the contrast, there's a coccyx misalignment. There's definitely this tailbone injury here, S1, S2, S3. So we have S3 potential, we have coccyx, those two for sure, okay? Now, as we go up the spine, we want to see level parallel discs. And you can see that there's a lot of these circular patterns. That's because of the curvature. So all that curvature, and I'm going to change the contrast again so we can see a little better. These discs are actually all good. So the mid-back disc, these are all good, but all of this is compensating this curve because we have that what we call the S curve, right? And we'll go in more detail there when we get there. So the take-home message on the lateral film, we have a coccyx, we have a tailbone injury, we have ligament laxity at 3, 4, and 5, which we don't need to mess with. And we'll see later on when we re-x-ray what's changed, okay? Now, this is your AP x-ray. This is your evaluation of scoliosis. And I drew some numbers. You know, we did the analysis of the foundation of the pelvis, and then we drew a posture line here as well. So let's go over your foundation, and let's see if we can get some answers here. We have a rotated sacrum 8 millimeters on the left, dropped 5. We have a rotated pelvis. And on this x-ray, without any intervention, without a brace or heel lift, you have a 6 millimeter measured difference, okay? 5 millimeters of it is coming from your tailbone. You got it?
Yeah.
So if we can get that tailbone up, then we can help with that imbalance, okay? And then see what the body does, okay? Now, a couple other things going on. So you understand what I'm showing you here, right?
Yeah.
We're going here. We have a rotated sacrum on the left, dropped down 5. We have a rotated pelvis. It's gone up and in, and then the whole thing goes down. That's the imbalance. That's why all these muscles are working overtime and there's pain, okay? So we got to see if we can get this balanced out for you. Once we deal with the foundation, let's see. Now, this is the most important thing. I'm going to move this line out of the way. And what I want to look at is the shape of the bones and see if anything has actually changed shape yet. And if we look here, the first thing I do see is there is spina bifida at S1. And spina bifida, I'm not talking about people are gonna Google it and see these really intense, severe cases. What I'm saying is it's failure of the union of S1 or the laminas to form, and it's also a little bit higher. But S1, see, when during embryological development, these lamina form together to form these bumps in our back.
Yeah.
Okay, S1 failed to form, so it's open a little bit. And when I palpate you and touch it, it's going to be tender, but it's not the cause of anything.
Yeah, okay.
And after I've done my job, or after I've adjusted and I touch it, it's going to feel better. Okay, I'm just letting you know.
Yeah.
And then there are some exercises I'm going to give you at the end to maintain that.
Yeah, alright.
Okay, so let's continue and see. We have a little bit of flailing of the ribs, and we'll talk about that later. Right now, these bones look okay to me. This bone looks okay to me. That bone, it's twisted, because when we're looking at these pedicles here, right, they tell us kind of the way the bone is rotated. So if we start over here and we look, we know that L5 is tilted on the right side. It's up on the right, okay? And it's causing what? That. It's causing that wedge. You see that?
Yeah.
Now, when we start to get here, especially at 1 and 2, what I see here is this. It's just findings right now. You can see this one and this one. L1, L2 there's a lot of rotation there. L1 specifically, 12 rotates. Then it starts to balance out. You see that?
Yeah.
You see how that one is smaller, that one is bigger? Mom, you see that? Smaller, bigger, smaller, bigger. But then they even out here. You see that?
Yeah.
And then they switch sides. Bigger, smaller. Smaller, bigger. Smaller, bigger. Smaller, bigger.
Yeah.
evens out. This is all compensation for the foundation. Okay. And we get to the top. We definitely have something going on up top in the occiput here. Something is off on the right side. We do have a deviated septum. I think.
Oh yeah, I see it.
Okay, so your nasal passage on the right is smaller than your left. We'll deal with all that. And I'm sure the feet we're going to need to deal with as well.
Yeah.
Okay? So far so good. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does.
Now, let's look, because Mama wants you to wear a back brace. And you don't want to wear a back brace.
Yeah, I mean, who would?
And why do you not want to wear a back brace?
Because it really hurts.
It hurts because it's trying to help you straighten out, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
I guess. Yeah, I got it adjusted like a few times. Like they shaved.
Don't you have to adjust it several times though?
Yeah, we did. We went there a few times.
Okay. And how long do you have to wear this brace for, you were told?
We don't know yet. Like until I stop going.
Up to 16 hours a day for several months.
Okay, so here's the x-ray with your brace. Now, here's the interesting part. The x-ray with her brace does a couple of things. It changes. So what the brace does, see, at a 6 millimeter MD, it created more imbalance in her hips. However, it corrected and changed the rotation of her foundation. But obviously you're putting this thing on and turning it and strapping it down. It's going to change it. Okay? But the more important thing is, by doing that, okay, this is what's interesting. And this is why I don't know if I'm a big fan of this brace for your case. And here's why. You put the brace on, that's what all that is, guys. It helped the rotation. You see P8 became P1. AS4IN3 became AS1EX1. But 6MD became 8MD. So if the hip is worse, things are not going to hold. The brace is going to help you adapt to your problem. Okay? So it may change cosmetically what's going on, but it's going to force the innate intelligence in the body is going to fight it. It's going to fight your innate intelligence of what's natural for her. And everyone is an individual, so you can't say, maybe there does need to be a tiny bit of imbalance in your case. I don't know yet, but I'm saying is we don't know. And to try to straighten out her spine may create more imbalance in her pelvis, which will give her other issues down the road. You understand?
Yeah.
So I don't know, Mom, that it's the right thing yet, okay? I'm being very straight up with that. So when I saw that, I said, you know what? Let's put a heel lift. Let's put a 3 millimeter and a 5 millimeter, and let's see what it does. So let's do that. And let's go ahead now, and we took the brace off, and we then put in the 5, actually let's put this. We put in the 3 millimeter first. And what the 3 millimeter lift did is what? It reduced a little bit, didn't it?
Yeah.
But it didn't change. It's still 6MD. So the 3 millimeter lift made, actually it helped the rotation here, right? It brought it up 1, but it only changed the sacrum 1. And it didn't, it still maintained the hip height. That's 3 millimeters, okay? Now, let's put 3 millimeters here, and let's do the 5 millimeter. So what did the 5 millimeter do?
That looks better though.
It does, doesn't it?
Yeah. That looks straight. Or like straighter.
It's a little bit different. Let's go back to the first one to make sure we're not hallucinating, okay? So this is with nothing.
Yeah.
And this is... It's different, right?
Yeah, it looks way better with the
different.
5 millimeter one.
So, Mama, I don't know that that's the answer yet, okay? P8 became P4. AS4IN3 became AS3. 5 millimeter MD. I would have done more, but that's enough x-ray for today, okay? And we may try a 7. I don't know yet.
Okay.
I don't know. I think what will happen is we'll adjust you and then figure it out from there. Okay, so does that make sense?
It does.
Now, again, this is a very interesting case because I don't know the brace is the answer. I think the lift may be temporary. I don't think the lift is going to be the answer either. I think we need to work on her foundation and we need to fix it. As much of the foundation as we can. But here's the thing. We fix the foundation, then you're going to need about 3-4 months. Then I got to recheck you somehow. And the good news, I mean, you guys are coming from Prague. It's
Yeah.
a little bit of a flight, right? 12 hours?
14.
14. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I appreciate you guys coming all the way. But what I'm saying is we need to work on as much as we can, and then give you about 3, 4, 5 months off, and then recheck.
Yeah, we will be
Yeah.
able to,
Okay?
to see
Yeah.
again.
Is that something
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
doable? All
Very
right.
nice.
Let's get started, yalla. Okay, let's put up the x-ray side and that, and let's go ahead and do our exam now and figure out what the heck is going on. So looking at her from the outside doesn't actually look so bad in terms of, you don't really see a lot of curvature, do you? You don't really see it. There is quite a bit of swelling here in her tailbone, in her sacrum, we know that. This hikes up a little bit. But if we look at the shoulder heights, she's compensated very well there. There is a little dishing here, but again, doesn't look so bad from the outside. Let's walk to the corner of the room and back several times, please. All right.
Slower? Or is
Just regular walking.
Right.
Just however you walk, just walk.
Okay.
So a little stiff in her movement through her SI joints. Just keep walking. Can I actually have you take your socks off, please,
Yeah,
if you
of
don't mind?
course. A
And
lot
just-
of blisters.
Mhm. So what's interesting, she has the short leg on the left, and you can see the hiking, but there's not a lot of movement in that right above the right SI joint. Keep walking, please.
Okay.
I'm just speaking what I see right now. Okay. Walk on your toes. Now you can see she got no movement in that sacrum SI joint.
Toes?
On your toes, please. Stay on your toes. Turn around. We have upper cervical on the left.
Is it bad?
Keep walking. And then it switches to the right. Walk on your heels. You're in for a treat today. Regular walking. Okay, come back over here and have a seat. And this is the brace we were talking about, right? This is the typical brace. And you've had this brace for how long?
From the 22nd of January 2024.
Got it, okay. All right, well, we'll keep it there. Starting at the base of the neck. And the first thing we're getting is C6, left side. I know we got this occiput, and you said it was the right side, right? Right temporal lobe.
Yeah.
And we're getting a right occiput. Very, very interesting.
There is a cyst, but on the other side there was this accident, so she fell off.
Which shifted the occiput. T6, left side, 5 points. Aki is down in the coccyx. Okay. S3, coccyx, T6, C6, right occiput. Those are the majors that I'm finding. Those are the pressure readings that I'm finding. Let's go ahead and statically palpate. Static palpation, running my fingers down the spine. And Mama, if you want to come over here, you can. You can watch what I'm doing if you'd like. Head down a little bit. You came all the way from Prague, so I gotta give you at least a front row seat. So what we're looking at here is we're looking at the inflammation and swelling. You can see it starts there. and you start to get a lot of that edema. You see that?
Yeah, it's really uncomfortable.
All that. So you get all that edema there and swelling. 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Ow.
6,
Ow.
7, 8. Starts at 7
Ow.
or 6.
Ow.
That's her.
6.
That's her stomach.
Ow.
That's the stomach. And we forgot. You said you talked about the reflux, right?
Yeah.
Okay. We'll talk more about that as we go through the process. You can see again the swelling edema.
Ow.
Okay. And you can see all this swelling and edema in there. Okay. So we have T6. No. Let's go ahead and palpate the SI joints. Feet together. Scoot forward, please. Checking general motion of the sacroiliac joints. Thumb in between the PSIS. Open and close your knees, please. Open and close. Open wide and close. Good. Keep going. Not so much. Open and close. Right there. Open and close. Keep going. Now, right side only. So when she does the right, the whole left wants to shift. Fixate it. Keep going. Good. Do the left side only. They're both stuck. Okay. Scoot back for me, please. Now let's check. L5 in extension.
Ow.
Tender. S1. Ow. S2.
Ow.
Ow. S3. Ow. S4.
That's not that bad.
Not bad. S5.
Not that bad.
I'm going to be on the outside now, down at the...
That's not that bad. Okay. Ow.
That's the coccyx.
Yeah.
So coccyx,
Ow.
1, 2,
Ow.
3.
Yeah.
More at 2,
Ow.
more at 3. Starts at 3.
Ow.
Want to go on the front for a second?
That put the pain down my leg like it was
That
shooting.
caused the shooting pain,
yeah,
right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Ow.
S1, S2,
Ow.
S3.
Ow.
Okay. And then we're down in the
Ow.
coccyx. Got it. Okay. T6, S3, coccyx. We're getting answers, right?
Yeah. At least.
Sit back for me, please.
Like that?
Yep. And let's check the neck. Mm-hmm. 6, 5.
Ow. Ow.
Hold on. Head down, please. Dude, you're too young to be having all this pain, yo. 7. That's 6.
Ow.
5, 4, 3,
Ow.
2, 1.
Ow.
Now let's check the occiput. We're going to nod the head. Primary motion of the occiput is nodding. Let me do the work. That's the nod.
Ow.
That's the left side.
Ow.
That's the
Ah.
which one hurts more when I do that?
I feel like the left side. Ow, ow, ow. Yeah, the left side definitely.
It's a little misleading there. Let's nod again. Right side. Left side. Left ain't moving. Interesting.
Ow.
Left occiput. All right. Go on your back, please. I just want to check on the ankles. Slide down a little bit. She sprained
Ow.
the left ankle. You sprained at some point.
Ow.
Right as well, but more the left.
Ow.
And there's twisting. Why don't you come here? You can see better. Let's get closer.
I'm so broken.
You're not broken. You're out of balance. Okay. So what you can see here on this is there's a lot more swelling on this ankle, and
Ow.
I can feel
That
there's
really
fixation
hurts.
right there. Now when you look from here, you can see there's rotation of the tibia, there's rotation of the femur, both on the side of a rotated sacrum and an ASIN, and this is actually in the work we were just talking about this. When you have a rotated sacrum on the side of an ASIN. You can have predisposed rotation of femur and tibia. So she has that. This is all kinetic chain. And this is going to be the main thing we need to sort out, okay? All right?
Alright.
You ready?
I'm
Sit up,
ready.
please. Come on, we gotta get started. I got another guy coming from Switzerland outside. Okay, so here's our game plan for today.
Okay.
We're starting with foundation. We're gonna do Coccyx S3. I'm gonna have you walk, and then I'm gonna recheck everything.
Okay.
And then we'll decide what to do from there.
Okay.
Fair enough?
Yeah.
I don't really wanna mess around, because we know all of this stuff is secondary. Let's get the foundation right, and then we'll see what happens. Okay, let's do it. So we're gonna go right side down and bring the coccyx up on the left side. Let's go right side down, please. Showtime. Let's do it. Two things we talk about in the setup is this. We want to be on the high side of the rainbow, so we went right side down so that the convexity is face up on the left. Okay, makes the adjustment a lot easier. Adjusting into a concavity is not so fun, but for today we'll start on the outside.
Ow.
There.
Ow.
Coccyx. We're going to bring it up. Good.
Ow.
That's the home run. Gotcha.
Oh my goodness.
Come on, you got to get the smile now. That was good, right?
Yeah, that was
Okay,
really
stand
good.
up.
That
Let's
was
stand up
really
and walk. Let's see what's different. Walk it off.
Whoa, that feels totally different.
What's different?
It feels like more free. Like I can just like walk and it doesn't like it's not that stiff. I don't know. I don't really know how to explain it. It just feels
Keep
way
walking.
better.
Keep walking. Keep walking.
It just feels way better. Like free. I just
She's
feel like I'm
smiling.
free. I am.
Turn around. Take a look now. Walk, please. Her dimples are moving now.
It
Pretty
feels
cool.
so free.
Now she's moving her dimples. And that was all the coccyx. That was that tailbone injury. Let's recheck everything. Have a seat. This is going to be an interesting case. I'm excited for this journey with you, okay? Because
I'm excited as well.
it's also first for me to have a brace here too. So that's no break now. The base of the neck we're not touching. That's so crazy, and it's now left. T6 is clear for today. We still got to do the sacrum, but it's more heat. Can you feel what this feels like, please? Check it out.
Oh, this is way better.
Different?
Way different.
Okay, now let's go over here up top. L5, do you remember?
Oh yeah.
I didn't touch it. S1, that's the spina bifida.
Mhm.
Different.
Whoa.
2.
That's crazy.
Is that
I
different?
don't feel anything.
Is
Like,
that different?
It's way different. It's not different. It's like beyond different.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you. That's crazy.
The coccyx. We need to talk about the coccyx later.
Where do I put my hand?
You hold here lightly on the sides, please. Light, just there. Hands forward, right there. And we're just doing a tiny bit of the S3, okay? Just to get it going. There's no pain. That's good. It's a light one, okay? Supposed to be. Chin up. Look up a little. Good.
Ooh.
We're not touching 6. Now we're going to do the occiput. Wait for it to come up. Thank you, Mom. Let's walk it off once, please.
Whoa.
Come back over here, have a seat. And now let's work on the occiput. come over here. Sit back.
Mm-hmm.
Right hand up. Just to use a stabilization strap.
Okay.
Hold her in place, Mama. She ain't going nowhere now. We're going to go lightly on the atlas on the right and then set the occiput. This one is light, okay?
Ooh.
Let's switch now with the arms. So the idea for the stabilization strap in the Gonstead work is it goes under, it stabilizes on the opposite side, so when we're adjusting, there's not a lot of movement there, okay? It's just for stability.
Yeah.
Okay. PS, LS, good?
Mm-hmm. Oh. Ooh.
Breathe. Breathe. That's the home line. Deep breathing.
I feel it in my head, like right here. It just like went up, kind of. I don't know how to say. Ooh.
Just breathe. Deep breathing, please. Deep breathing. Deep breathing. Walk. Go ahead and walk now, please. It's going to be very, very different.
It is. It's like we're free. I just feel like a butterfly. Like I just feel like free.
Mariposa!
Yeah.
Keep walking, please.
I'm walking.
Keep walking. Her foot is changing too already. The swelling is already coming down. Wow.
That's crazy.
Walk on your toes now. Should be a lot easier.
It is.
Yes,
It's like
ma'am.
we're free.
Turn around, walk on your heels. Should be easier.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Mhm.
That's crazy.
Have a seat. Let's rescope now. That's the beauty of this work, guys. Starting at the base. Mm-hmm. 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 Posture. Neck is clear. 6 is clear. Bada bing, bada boom. Something's going to show up here at some point, but I'm not touching it right now. The main thing is that the tailbone is clear. And if we look here, it's less. Come back towards me again one more time just to make sure.
Yeah, that's way better.
That's your spina bifida, yo.
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 Yo. Pain?
No, not really. Not. I mean. Like,
Tender, right? From my finger.
Yeah. But there's like no pain.
Okay, that's where we're gonna start. Next thing, let's close this up first. Let's work on the shoulders. Let me do the work. Over. There you go. Over. There you go.
How do you do that?
Now we're gonna do it like that. Now we're gonna do a buff and polish, okay?
What's that?
This is to break up scar tissue. This is vibration therapy. And in vibration therapy, we're just breaking up scar tissue. I mean, check it out. That's so crazy.
It's
right
just like,
here.
this whole thing is crazy. How
Look.
does this happen?
Look.
Oh, that, what? That hurts like way less. Magic.
AS talus medial tilt.
Oh.
Alright, walk it out.
How do you do that?
Voila!
Whoa!
The Gonstead magic.
It's like, I just feel so.
How do you say home run in Czech?
Home run? How do we say
We
that?
just say home run.
Oh, come on! That's no
Home
fun.
run, like,
Come.
how do you think we say it? Like,
Mama,
I don't know.
where? You stand over here.
Yeah.
Let's check the hands. Squeeze.
Mhm.
Dude, you're strong, yo.
Yeah.
Mama must be really strong too.
Oh, trust
Relax
me.
there,
Oh,
relax,
trust
relax,
me.
relax,
She's strong.
Relax, relax, relax.
Ooh. Ooh. crazy.
Okay.
Whoa.
We're all set for today. Questions for today?
I don't have a question. I just want to say thank you because I feel free now. Like,
Welcome to
high
the
five.
office.
thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
That's so amazing. Thank you. Wow.
So happy.